Hey, I'm Louis Matthews of Group 2. I'm going to do the analysis of If Tomorrow Comes by Sidney Sheldon from chapters 15 to 21. In these chapters, we find Tracy, a protagonist, trying to find a new job because of her criminal records, she's having a difficult time to find a new job. As she applies everywhere, she gets rejected, and she has to do menial jobs just to survive. She takes on waitressing and being a maid in a hotel, but she's blamed and fired for things she didn't even do. And in depressed situation, she comes to Conrad Morgan, a contact she acquired from prison. He is a con. He's a person that cons others and makes money. And Tracy, even though denies it at first, accepts eventually because she needs money to survive. And uh, and she thought this would be one-time job, but she falls in a scam by him instead. And uh, she outsmarts him and earns double the amount she was originally being was supposed to be paid. Next, she boards a cruise to London and leaves New York for good, and she decides to start a new life. But here she meets Gunther Hartog, who is a person in the high flying society and also a con artist. And he's very interested in Tracy since he's heard of everything she's done from Conrad Morgan and the others. And what happens is that she gets introduced to the life of a con artist, and she becomes a pro at it. She's very good at it. She learns new languages, disguises, and all that, and she enjoys this new adventurous life. Now, moving on to the analysis, I feel that in this novel, the very important issue that I find is that the portrayal of our protagonist Tracy as an eye candy. Even though she's an honest, clever, and hardworking woman, uh, almost everyone sees her as nothing but everyone sees her physical aspects instead of the good inside, and that is very demeaning to a woman in general. Second thing that I see is the racist undertones. Even though it's not very obvious, but the undertones are still there. Uh, not just against the blacks, but even the Europeans against the Texan Americans, which is a prejudice with no basis. Next thing that I find critical about this is the typical beauty standards set by these books. I mean, these books portray men as tall, slender, with abs and whatnot, and women as long hair, blue eyes, and great physical features. And these are the things that give teenagers and young adults issues with themselves and their own body. And basically, this is in our times. This is a very serious issue. But even through all these critical analysis, I find that the good thing about this book is that it is a very pro-feminist book. I mean, this book was written in 1970 something, and and comparing to the comparing to that time, this book is years ahead. This book has a female lead who is an honest, beautiful woman who works hard and is smart, and basically the entire story revolves around her. Thank you.